My name is Danae Sargent, and I'm part of the Active Mind Speakers Bureau. And I'm here today to talk to you all because I said something. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I said something about the way that I felt because I felt something. Felt a lot of somethings. I still do. But at one particular point in time, those somethings that I was feeling were not feeling good at all. Consistently getting worse and worse. And contrary to popular belief, that's actually okay because sometimes life just shows up. Things just happen, and we may be ready to deal with it, and then again, we may not be. We may know how to deal with it, and then sometimes we really need to ask for help because we cannot do it by ourselves. And that's okay too, because it's been my experience that when we say something about the way that we feel, whether good or bad, we can get the help that we need. I thoroughly believe that, which is which is the main reason that I became involved with Active Minds, which, by the way, is a nationally recognized nonprofit organization that works solely to change the voice of mental health on college campuses. Because how we feel matters, and it's a very important aspect of our mental health. But unfortunately, not that many people say something. They don't speak up when they have a problem. Young people. We don't tend to let people know that something is bothering us or something's going on. Why do you all think that is? Everybody's talking, yada, 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 giving answers. And then I come back. Okay. Yeah, those are all really, really good answers. Those are very legitimate reasons on why we young people don't seek help. We don't say anything about the way that we feel. Something's going on, we don't express it. But unfortunately, that does not exclude us from what may happen. Because as awesome of an organization as Active Minds is, it was founded after a young lady by the name of Allison Mallman lost her brother to suicide when she was only a junior at UPenn. Suicide actually is the second leading cause of death among college students, third among high school students. Because when the condition of our mental health is jeopardized, because when the condition of our mental health is jeopardized, it really puts us at risk. Um, what do you all think about mental health? What are some things that come to mind? Everybody's talking, yada yada yada. And depending on their answer, their responses, I'm gonna say, okay. Now, I want everyone to know that there's a difference between mental health and a mental health disorder. Or if their responses are like good, they know what they're talking about. Like, yes, that's great that people realize that there's a difference between mental health and a mental health disorder. And then I go into because a mental health disorder is something that 1 out of 5 young people face. Mental health disorders are diagnosable and, even better, very treatable conditions. Just like a medical ailment or a medical condition. Now, mental health, that's something that we all have. And just like a physical ailment, when we don't feel good, we need to say something. We need to tell someone. Because let's be real, who'd want to walk around with a severed ear or a broken arm? People with mental health disorders deserve the same care and compassion as people with physical ailments because they're exactly the same. But a lot of stigmas have been placed on mental health disorders and people with mental health problems. And sometimes it makes asking for help a challenge. We don't want to incur backlash. We don't want to be made fun of. We don't want people to think negatively of us. We don't want to be teased. We don't want to be bullied. And for a long time, I was concerned about what people thought about me, and it impacted me negatively. I grew up at a relatively good childhood in terms of having a loving family. Despite being adopted twice and having both of my adoptive mothers pass away before I reached the age of 18. My first adoptive mother died of breast cancer when I was 5, and my second adoptive mother died of a heart condition, Alzheimer's, when I was 17. And I don't know who either of my biological parents are, but that's okay. I grew up in a very loving home. I remember my mom always saying, there's nothing wrong with me, which was cool. Don't you dispute that fact. But other people didn't think it was so cool. I would always get in fights with kids at elementary school would tease me and they'd bully me and they'd say things like, "That's why your mom died," when my first adopted mother passed away. For what reasons, I do not know, but they noticed something was different and they made fun of what they didn't know about. I'd get into fights a lot. I was defending the fact that my family was awesome. There's nothing wrong with me or my family.